gonna like me. If a man really wants you, he will try everything. He will move mountains for you. Literally, he will move mountains for you. Hi my girls, and welcome back to another girl chat. I'm so excited. This is my first video for 2022 that I'm actually creating in the new year, so I'm quite excited about that. And if you're a real Mikaela fan, do you notice anything different about me? Let me know. Obviously it's my hair. I've decided to go back to black. I just felt like I needed a change, and my hair looks so much better, so much healthier. I've done like treatments on it, all at home, actually dyed it at home, and I'm quite happy. My mom actually just like trimmed it for me, and I'm quite happy with the way my hair looks, and I don't think I'll ever go back to that stage again. I was generally just very unhappy with my hair, and I paid like almost over 2,000 bands, so it is something I don't want to do. And we just bought like box L'Oreal hair dye. It was like 200 and something, and did it at home, and it's back to being its black shiny slick hair. I don't think I'll change it again, but this intro is going to be too long. Today I'm going to be answering a lot of you guys' questions that you send me on Instagram. Now I'm sorry if I miss out any questions, because I think I got quite a lot, but it's now currently 8:30, and I posted this around 6 o'clock, but I wanted to do it tonight because this is the only time I have. So I'm sorry if you send me questions after 8:30 and I don't answer them. I'm very sorry. I'm currently filming right now. I've just got a little bit of wine there, so that is our drink for today. And yes, I'm wearing pajamas again. This is going to be a regular girl chat thing because I absolutely loved doing the previous one for you guys, and that was like one of the videos that have so many comments and love from you guys. So I absolutely love actually seeing all those things. So this is going to be a new segment on my channel, Girl Chat. I'll be doing it every second week, if not every week, so let me know if you enjoy it. And it'll be a pajama girl chat. Feel free to pour yourself a drink, get in your pajamas, and let's chat, because it's going to be a lengthy one. So I've got quite a lot of questions, and I'm not going to insert it like I did before because that actually took me quite a long time to edit. So I'm just going to read them out and then I'll answer them. The first question is, how did it feel to suddenly just end your relationship? And I hope I don't come across as nosy. It's totally fine. I don't mind you asking that. Honestly, it was not a shock, because before you end something with someone, you already know it's going to end. So it wasn't like a shocking thing. Like, it's where you already know, I don't think this person's really for me, and then you move on. And when it's time to actually break up, it's quite easier, because you already knew in your head that you were going to break up, and then your heart just needed to realize it. So that's why it was not that difficult for me, to be honest. Okay, so are you still healing after ending your relationship? Yes. Obviously, healing doesn't take like 5 minutes and then, you know, like you just get over it. You can fall in love in 5 minutes, but it takes you 5 months to get over somebody. So I've heard from someone, and I've been reading and I've been watching videos and a lot of things and doing my research, and it says that it takes you half the time that you dated someone to get over them. So for example, if you dated them for a year, you're going to need 6 months to yourself to get over them. If you dated for 2 years, you need 1 year and all that stuff. So honestly, we didn't even date for long. It wasn't even a year, so it's just going to take me a few months, and I'm generally feeling okay. It doesn't really bother me. Okay, the next one is it okay to think about your ex or even cry over them even though you've moved on and chose to stay single? So basically, I feel like, I'm not a relationship coach or anything, right? And I don't know everything about relationships, but I can tell you that it's okay to cry. Yes, you're gonna miss them when it's special days, or when you go drive past somewhere where you guys used to go, or sit down at a restaurant that you guys used to go. You're gonna feel that, and it's okay to cry. I'm generally not a person who gets teary very quickly, but if you say that like you feel like crying every time you think of them or whatever, it's okay. And sometimes also you don't even, like, for example, you forget them for the day or for 2 days, and then the next thing you know is that you dream about them. They show up in your dreams even though you try to forget about them, and you're just like, why are you showing up in my dreams? So yeah, it's crazy, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. You'll know when you're ready to let go, and it can take you however long you want. But if you chose to be single, it's probably the best thing. God will never put you through something so difficult if you were going through like a bad relationship or a bad breakup, and you chose to stay single, it's actually the best thing for you. So don't worry about it. The perfect person is out there. He is waiting for you. He is praying for you, and you'll meet him at the right time. Remember that our timing is not God's timing. Always keep that in mind. Okay, so in need of some budgeting tips for uni students. So personally, I haven't been a student, full-time student, because like my parents couldn't afford to actually send me to study full-time, so I had to get a job, and basically my company pays for my studying. I think you guys know that. So all I can say is that when I was actually in school, I used to get an allowance. So for example, if I had like 200 rand for the entire month, then I would know, okay, this is how much I need to spend on food for like lunch or whatever. Or if I want to go out with my friends to the movies, I'll need like 150 rand, and that's it. I'll like need to know your priorities. But as a uni student, I'm not sure if you have like a part-time job or something, but I would suggest that you save at least for a part-time job. Maybe if you're getting like even 2,000 rand a month or whatever, try and save 500 rand and give your parents 500 rand, and you use the 1,000 rand for your transport and for your other needs. Like if you want to buy like clothes, like a top or something, do that, and yeah, enjoy yourself, go out for lunch, whatever, with the rest. But never ever spend too much, and don't save too much. You need to know, like, learn a balance, and basically don't also over save, and then when you're living, you're not actually living. So it's just a thing I wanted to tell you. But as for like being a uni student, I don't know if you like get an allowance or like you part-time, like working part-time, and I don't really know about that. Okay, then this is not a question. I'm so excited to see the video. Thank you. I always wait for your videos and your notifications on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next question. How much do you spend on clothing? Because I love sneakers and jeans, but the prices are just way too high. Honestly, I agree. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like the sneakers itself is a lot. It's a lot of money. I don't buy sneakers every month. When I always like keep an eye out on the pages like Sports Scene, Archive, Shesha. I always look for what they are going to be releasing. So if you subscribe to like the newsletter, you get notifications. You'll get an email to say that, oh my gosh, that was a mosquito, sorry. But yeah, you'll get a notification to say that okay, the sneaker is releasing, and it'll tell you next month, or it'll tell you even like 2 months from now, and the exact date that it's going to release and be available online. So I usually, for sneakers, know when the one I want is going to be released, and then I'll plan on saving up for it. And I don't like buy every one. Like, trust me, if I could own every single Nike that there is that's been released, I would have. But I know that I can't afford every single thing, so I have to like obviously budget and keep it down, and maybe buy like 2 or 3 a year. Jeans is also, I know jeans is really expensive, but honestly Mr. Price has great specials. Sometimes like if you buy 2 for 250, Legit has a special that runs I think throughout the year, where it's 2 jeans for 300 rand, which is not bad. All you need is a light blue and a dark blue and a black, so you can always like just try and like alternate the jeans, wear them. Don't buy too expensive jeans, because I generally buy from Mr. Price and the Fix. They're quite reasonable, they're quite cheap. I'll wear them, like alternate them and wear them until they've like torn, until like something tears or the button comes out, or it tears in the middle. It always rips in the middle of the thighs. I'm sure you girls know that. So if once that's done, then I buy the next pair. I don't always buy jeans like consistently. So try Mr. Price, Legit, and the Fix, but the best bet is like the Legit for like 2 for 300, and sometimes Mr. Price has the 2 for like 250. So just try and budget for that. I think it's reasonable and it's doable. It's okay. How do you budget for the month, even yearly, and do you have goals to achieve? Yes, so I earn like X amount, and then I have to know that I gotta save 20% of my salary, and my car is like 10%, and I give my mom 20%, and I basically have like a whole list of what I know and what I need to pay per month. And my goals is obviously to save. Every time I save money, I plan on, obviously I'm saving for my house, I'm saving for furniture, I'm also saving for traveling and like spending money. So if there is something that I really want and it's like 5,000 and I don't have it, then I'm gonna take it out from my savings. But it's not always that I like take out from my savings. It's actually not a good thing to do that. That's why I have a 32-day fixed account with FNB. If you are FNB member, if you want to take it out early, they actually charge you. Like for example, if you need like 1,000 rand today, they're going to charge you 100 rand to take out the 1,000 rand. So you're actually going to be losing out all of your interest that you gain from saving. So that's why it's good to have an account that where you cannot touch. You have to give them like 32-day notice before you can actually take out the money. So that is what I have, and I think that you should get that. And once you see the numbers growing, once you see your savings getting higher and higher, it motivates you to go to the next, rounding off to the next 1,000. And that's how it is for me. So I've been always like taught to save from the time I started working, and it's something that I advise every young person to do. Okay, so how would you describe your style? I love it, by the way. Thank you so much. I think I'm very trendy. Whatever is trending, I'll get. I don't have a specific style of like where I'm like, I only like wearing dresses or skirts, or only like wearing this cheetah print or whatever. Whatever is trending, I'll get it. If crop tops are trending, even though I have a big stomach, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear a crop top with a high waist jeans. If one shoulder is trending, I'm gonna get it. If like whatever prints or whatever, like anything is trending, I'm gonna buy whatever's trending. So I definitely say my style it's different. It depends on the event, to be honest. I dress for the occasion and I dress for the event. So I always keep up with like whatever is new, and I'll wear funky stuff. Like I've worn like some questionable things sometimes, but I always keep up with the trends. This is Saint wine, and it's actually really nice. Okay, next question. Do you have any future plans, career or studying wise? I just registered yesterday at UNISA for I'm doing like 2 second year modules, and then I think I'm moving on to my third year modules. I'm doing like 3 third year. I chose 5 to do for this semester, which is the next 6 months. So I'm doing 5 modules. Very nervous because it's going to be very intense, and I think I'll start writing in like May, so I'm quite like stressed. But it's gonna be okay. I'm just planning on like getting my studying done, like my degree, and then finding another job, and then maybe completing honors after that. I don't know in terms of the studying, because I'm honestly very exhausted at the moment. But in terms of career, I can grow in my company. I think it's just going to take me a little bit of time, because generally everyone loves it so much that nobody leaves, so I can't get anyone's job. So that's how it is. So if I can't get anyone's job and I'm qualified, I think I'm just going to leave and get another job. My dream holiday destination, definitely Paris. I can't wait to visit Europe in general. Like I just feel like every place in Europe I want to go to. So I don't have like a real like dream holiday. Oh, but I also want to go to like is it Bora Bora? Yeah, I really want to go there. I honestly want to go there. Okay. Can you give a budget breakdown of how you spend your finances? Sure. So I think I did mention it just now as well. So for example, if I'm earning like 1,000 rand a month, okay, I'm going to pay 100 rand for my car. I'm going to save 200 rand. I'm going to give my mother 250 rand. That's how much? 450, 550. That's 550 rand. I'll have 450 rand left for myself. Then like the 50 rand will be like for paying like for fuel and for going out with friends, maybe whatever, and I'll have 400 left if I'm calculating properly. I'm sorry if I'm calculating wrong. Anyway, I'll have 400 rand left. Another 150 rand I'll buy clothing and shoes or whatever I want. And how else will I? Obviously I don't wait till the next payday. I'm not gonna have zero on the payday, so I have like whatever I don't spend, I have it till the next payday. So that's basically what I pay for. Generally I don't like credit cards. I don't own credit cards. I don't believe in those things because I feel like I will be out of hand and be buying a lot of clothing and stuff, and I don't want to get myself involved in any debt. Yeah, debt is actually a very bad sin, so it's not something I want to be involved in. So that's basically how I spend it. Like, obviously giving back to your family, paying for what you need, paying for your stuff, going out, saving a lot. So the next question is, what's your saving strategy? So out of 100% salary, I will save 20% of my salary per month. So when I really need something, I know that I need to take it out, or if there's an emergency, or if something comes up unexpected, I know that I have money. That's how I save. Okay, the next thing is, how did you find a place to work that pays for your studies, and how do you study part-time or full-time, and is it at an institution? So basically, I'm working where my mom works, and I landed an internship at her company, and that is how I got a that's how I started studying, because the company actually looks for interns and stuff because they want to develop people. They want to pay for your studying so that they can earn triple B, double E points. So when they do those sort of things, and they have like interns and learners and learnerships and all of those things, the company actually benefits because the government actually subsidizes for studying and all those things. So that's how I landed in there, on a learnership, and they pay you, and then they also give you experience, as well as they pay for your studies. So that's how I got into it. And even now that I'm like a permanent worker, they also pay for permanent workers studying. So I guess the company does it for triple B, double E points, because the government eventually, I think the government does return the money, or it's subsidized by the government, something like that. So I'm studying at an institution. Yes, I'm studying at UNISA. How did you find a balance between self-care, your previous relationship, studying and working? Oh, it was a lot. To be honest, I neglected my studies a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Because self-care came obviously with like I used to spend a lot of time at home, working from home. So self-care came with, when I was at home sometimes, during my lunch break, I would do a face mask or do something for me. I spent a lot of time alone at home because I was working. Generally, I would be home alone. So I think a lot of self-care came from that. Balancing my studies, I was not doing very well because I was more interested in like going out in my relationship or whatever, instead of studying. So I would not recommend spending too much time with your partner. I think you need to actually like spend every second weekend together, not every single weekend together. And that's how you can balance it. Like, have the one weekend for yourself, have the one weekend for like your studies and all of those good things. And also working obviously was 5 days a week, and my company is actually very relaxed. They're not like constantly behind your back, like pushing you to finish something. So I'm very self-disciplined. Sometimes I would work in the night just to catch up, so that if I want to leave early on one of the days that I can, they allow that. So I'm very blessed for like sort of managing my time correctly, I think. Also, like sometimes if I used to spend time with my partner, I used to do work as well there. So it wasn't really much of a hard balance between work. And it was just the studying that was like slightly neglected, because I did pass, but I didn't do as well as I thought I would. But I'm just glad that I passed, and I can obviously do better in the future. And also, how did you manage time with family and friends? Honestly, I had no friends. To be dead honest, I had no friends before. I've recently connected with my old friends, recently made a whole lot of new friends, and yeah, that's why I didn't really have an issue with like seeing friends or anything. But my family, I'd obviously spend time with them on the weekdays, so that was about it. It wasn't so bad. Okay, the next thing is from my cousin. What style do you think would look good on me? Okay, Kimmy, you are a girly girl. You seem like a girly girl, to be honest, and I'd love to see you in like dress and sandals. Like, that is your vibe, and you have such an amazing body, so I think that will like really suit you. And then even like, I feel like formal wear, for some reason, like you can rock like formal pants and like a shirt, like that's your vibe. I can't see you as a tomboy. You're definitely not that person, but you're a very girly girl. So I think like girly clothes will suit you a lot. Okay, how do you tell your classic Indian parents that you are in a relationship? Whoa, I need a second. Okay, so when I first had when I was first in a relationship, I guess you obviously you are scared, right? But I had very relaxed, chilled parents who trusted me because I've proven to them that I am trustworthy and they can trust me. So I was also never a person who was ever scared, to be honest, to speak to my mom because I knew she was like my best friend. So I was never a person to like hide anything from her or like be scared to like tell her something that happened or anything. If I went on a date, I would tell her. If I'm seeing someone, I would tell her. So honestly, start building a relationship with your parents. Like, I don't know why people hide and lie, and if something happens to you, like, would you not want your parents to know? I know, like, okay, maybe I don't understand because like I didn't grow up with like very strict like upbringing and it wasn't like so strict, but I think the best thing to do is like to sometimes if you're afraid to like approach them. I was afraid at once. I used to just like WhatsApp my mom. I used to text her as she's sitting in the lounge and I'm like in my room, and I'd message her and be like, "Hi, I need to tell you something, and this is what I did, or I'm going on a date, I'm seeing this person." I would always WhatsApp her and then see her response because sometimes face-to-face conversations don't go the best. So first, like, try and WhatsApp it to her first and then get into the conversation. So we would WhatsApp, and then after she'd come in my room and then she'd talk to me, and I feel much better. So I think that's the only way to tell them that you're actually dating someone, and make sure that person's also right for you, because I've learned a good lesson not to introduce everyone to your family because it doesn't work out, and then yeah, you look like a clown. Okay, I'm interested in getting the type of car which you own. Any advice or tips or things to look for? PS, I want to buy the car secondhand. Please, anything you want to share when buying a vehicle. Okay, so I have my car which I purchased like 3 years ago now. It's gonna be 3 years, and I honestly, all I can say is that buying secondhand, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I chose not to buy secondhand because I knew that I'm a female driver and that if anything has to happen with a car, I don't want any issues. So I wanted to be like the first owner and the only person that drove it and the only person that has it, because I was just afraid, like, I don't know anything about cars, and if I have to get stuck somewhere, or like if I buy a car that's not like worth a good amount of money. Like, you can buy secondhand for like 60,000 or something, and it must be just a really good condition. You don't want to suffer with a car that gives you a lot of trouble. So as a female, I would definitely suggest just saving a good amount of money to buy the secondhand car. My car is financed, obviously. I could not afford a car to buy a brand new car cash, so it's obviously financed. So I do like monthly payments. But if you want to buy a secondhand car, I would highly suggest definitely saving up at least like 30,000 or something, and then taking the loan for the rest. If you want to get a really good decent car, at least you need like 60 or 65,000. Don't like settle for anything less. Get a good car. In terms of the polos like mine, I'm not sure how it works with being secondhand. I don't know. I'm sure they do have some secondhand ones available now, because it's like a 2019 model, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm sure they should have, some people should have traded it in or something, but you should definitely go to like a VW and check out. Like, first you need to go and they will tell you how much your monthly repayment will be if you're planning on financing it. I didn't do a balloon payment. I didn't put any money down on it, to be honest. I didn't do anything. I'm just completely financed it and decided to pay per month. So that's all I can tell you, is if you're buying a second-hand car from like not a dealership, from a person, make sure you buy for over like 60,000 just to be safe as a female. And if you're planning on going to a dealership, then I would definitely suggest going and looking first at how much is your monthly repayment going to be, because they will calculate it with the interest rate. Then going to the banks, different banks, applying at different banks for finance and seeing which interest rate they are going to charge you per month, and then they will calculate your monthly repayments and see if you can actually are you able to afford it or not. So that's what I can tell you. Start actually going to the banks. First go to the dealership, then go to the banks, and then that's how you'll get to know how much your interest rate will be and will you be able to afford it, as well as managing your services and your petrol. Honestly, consider all those things as well before you purchase the car. Okay, what savings method do you use to save? So I generally have, I said, 32 fixed account, as well as a money on call, which is a call account on FNB, which is where you can put money. You need 5,000 deposit, you put money in there, and then you can take it out when you do need it. So, and they don't charge you interest on the money on call. So if you need it, you take it out immediately. However, with a 32 day, if you put money in there, you'll have to give them 32 days notice before you withdraw the money. So I have those two accounts, one for random, not random, like unexpected cost, that if I want to buy something, I'll take out from there. If I don't have enough, like if it's something like worth a lot, then I will. And 32 day is generally like when I go for holidays and stuff, then I'll like take money from there. Okay, the next thing is, how do you choose what to save and what to splurge on? Obviously when it comes to clothing, I'm a shopping addict, so but like I said, I think in my previous video, I don't buy expensive clothing. You will never catch me in something for more than 300 rand. Like it's impossible. It's highly impossible to catch me wearing something that's worth more than 300, to be honest. So only like obviously like name brand like t-shirts and stuff, but like generally no. Like everything is quite cheap that I wear cheap clothing. I'll honestly splurge on, for example, shoes. Like shoes, I feel, and underwear is a necessity. You cannot buy cheap. Like shoes and underwear is very, very like it's always on you, and I feel like you need to feel comfortable when you're in it. So those are the things that I actually splurge on. Also like food. When I go to a restaurant, like I want to have like 3 cocktails, so I won't mind paying for it. Okay, please give us your hair and skin routine. So my skin routine, guys, is literally Dove soap. I literally use the plain Dove beauty bar when I'm in the shower, in the morning and in the night, twice a day. I just wash my face with Dove soap, and that is it. I'm only wearing eyelashes, I'm not wearing anything else, and this is my skin generally. I'm not on any birth control and stuff, if anyone's wondering. For my skin, I think like I actually had like eczema when I was really little, and I was born with it, so my skin was very bad. So even throughout high school, I never had like acne or anything like that, because I think we took care of like my skin when I was quite little, and that's why it's like this. But I've never had like suffered with any of those things. I don't know, maybe it's a good thing that I don't, but that is my skin routine. And my hair routine, when I had the color in my hair, oh, it was just a nightmare. I used to use like purple shampoo, then I'll dry it, and I'll use like all these heat defense things and serum, and oh, it was too high maintenance. When I have general black hair, I just wash it, shampoo, condition, blow dry, straighten, little bit of serum, and this is how it looks. So this is basically how it is. I'm tired of the damaged hair, and I honestly don't think I'll go back. Okay. How has the journey been thus far transitioning into Christianity? Absolutely love this topic. Thank you so much for bringing it up. Obviously, I still sin. No one is perfect, and I've been facing a lot of challenges, and I feel like God has removed a lot of things from my life because He wants me all to Himself, and He wants me to focus on Him. Now is the time for that to be happening. So I feel like God has removed a lot of distractions from my life, a lot of negative energy from my life. A lot of things that I used to do as well, I've stopped generally. I've spent a lot of time in prayer, spent a lot of time just generally being talking to God. I'm gonna be honest, I'm finding it very difficult to read the Bible, but I do have the Bible app on my phone. Every day I look at the video, the verse, the prayer. I watch all of those things, the devotional. I watch all of those things every single day. It's a routine. As soon as I wake up, I actually have it. I have like my TikTok on the top, and then I have the Holy Bible at the bottom. So before I can go and watch TikTok videos, the Holy Bible is staring at me. So I go into the Holy Bible in the morning, and then I look at that before I can scroll and watch like silly TikToks. So yeah, it's a long process. It's not easy. A lot of people have told me it's not easy, but I'm so glad that I've made so many loving, caring Christian friends that I can always talk to and ask advice on and find out how their journey has been. When did they find Jesus? I'm so thankful for that, and I actually want to do a video on reacting on how you found Jesus. So let me know if you'd be interested in that video, and if you were willing to share your story with me so that I can react to it. I'd love to do that. And yeah, it's been okay. It's going to be okay. And I guess I learned that I need to just trust God, trust His plan, and that's all. I'm patient. I'm so patient. And that's the biggest blessing I think that I ever got from God is patience. And it's something that I'm just waiting, and I know He's going to do amazing things for me. So that's why I'm just patient, and I know that, yeah, His plan is better than everyone else's. Okay. Also, another question. I love watching your videos. You're truly such an inspiration. Thank you so much for that. And that is the end of the questions, guys. I'm actually quite shocked. Let me just go back and see because my story is still available. Okay. Wow. Okay. Before I end it, luckily there's another 2 questions here. Okay. So the one question is, how do I know if a guy is really into me? We've been chatting, but I don't know. I think there's a part 2. I don't know how I feel yet. Sometimes he gives me mixed signals, and he's also, oh my gosh, is there part 3? And he's also taking long to reply to me. I don't know what to do. Can you give me any advice? Okay, so basically, I've been in that situation, trust me. That's why I'm not even in a talking phase with anybody, because I feel like this generation, or like people in general these days, have lost so much of respect for each other. Nobody actually respects each other. Nobody actually generally cares about the other person. Everyone is either too broken or dealing with their own issues, like with depression, or they are just like not over their ex, or they just have their own problems, to be honest. So I feel like if he is not replying to you, then honestly just move on. Find someone else to talk to. Don't wait for a reply. I've spoken to my guy friends as well, because sometimes I would wonder, like, if this person's not replying, like, what should I do? Like, you know, I always ask them, because from a guy's perspective, we want to know what they're thinking. So my guy friends actually told me, when you, for example, if he sends you a message at like 2 o'clock and you reply at 5 minutes past 2, and he replies at 3 o'clock and you reply at 5 minutes past 3, he's going to know that he has you at the tip of his finger. So don't do that. Don't give a man what he wants. They are hunters, and if they really want you, they will hunt for you. Never ever chase a man. Never go after somebody. Never pursue someone first. He will pursue you if he really wants you. That's what I've learned. You are the prize. Wait for him to get you. That's all I can tell you. Don't waste your time on someone who's not consistent. You don't need that. Don't waste your time on someone who's not willing to give 100%. If he's not replying, if you're unsure, you shouldn't be feeling those things. Your soulmate won't make you feel that way. God won't send you someone that's going to make you feel that way. I guess he was just a bit of a lesson. I hope you're not talking to him for too long. But all I can tell you, move on. Find someone else to talk to. Tell them your intentions from the beginning, because honestly, some people, they don't know. Some people, they chat to you just like as friends, and then some people think that you're actually like wanting to date. So make your intention clear also from the beginning. If you just want to hook up, tell them you want to hook up. If you just want to be friends, tell them you want to be friends. If you just want a relationship and that's it, you're looking for a husband, tell them in the beginning, I'm looking for a husband. If you're not willing to do that, please leave me alone. Because some people come in and they take away a part of you, and they destroy you, and they leave, and then you have to be broken and like try and fix yourself up for the next person. And it's something I really don't wish on anybody. I wish like our soulmates, like we would just date one person and meet that one person, and that would be it. Unfortunately, it's not like that for everybody. You're gonna meet a lot of wrong guys, a lot of guys that are not for you, a lot of guys that are not willing to make an effort to see you or whatever. And honestly, if you're really struggling with this, please watch Steve Harvey on YouTube, because he gives great advice, and he has like actual relationship coaches and like people that actually tell you, like if you give them a scenario, they'll actually tell you like how it is, like a relationship coach. I've watched a few, and there was a relationship coach that said, don't always make your dates like too long. Keep to a 90 minutes. Go for a coffee date, whatever. Let him want more. Let him come to you for more. Make him want to know more about you. Don't always be free. Don't always give your time. Play hard to get. Like a lot of people think that, oh, if I play hard to get, like I wonder if he's gonna like me. If a man really wants you, he will try everything. He will move mountains for you. Literally, he will move mountains for you. And I also feel like, I don't know why this generation thinks that playing hard to get to a certain extent. Don't not reply for like 8 hours and then expect me to like come back and be normal. That's ridiculous. So I just want to say, like, I don't know why people these days think that it's okay to like not reply and then play hard to get in and think, oh yeah, he's gonna want me more. That is messed up. That is, how is that even a thing? If you want someone, you must drift away from them to make them want you more. I don't understand how that makes sense. You can obviously, you don't have to see them all the time, because then it makes you like miss them and makes them miss you. But don't ignore someone purposely. If you're generally busy, it's okay, but don't ignore someone purposely, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's gonna be a whole other relationship advice topic. But all I can say is that watch Steve Harvey and listen to like what women actually deal with and what they go through. And let me just share this quickly before it ends. There was something about Valentine's Day, right? So you guys love Valentine's Day. I'm sure it's actually approaching now, but Valentine's Day, let's get into that, right? Some girl said to Steve Harvey that she is dating somebody who's like in his 40s and she was like in her 20s or something. And on Valentine's Day, he didn't send her anything. He didn't send her flowers. He didn't send her chocolates. He said that he was with his kid. On Valentine's Day, what are you doing with your kid? So anyway, what else did they say? Seriously? Anyway, sorry. This is very raw and unedited today. I don't have time to edit this, so it's gonna be like every blooper and whatever in here. So yes, so he said, if a 13-year-old boy at school knows that on the 14th of Feb you give your little crush a rose or a mug with a teddy bear or whatever, if a 13-year-old boy knows to do that for a lady, for a girl, then a 42-year-old man should know how to do that. And I just want that to stay with you girls. I want you girls to know that if you don't get spoiled for Valentine's Day, it is the most romantic day of the year, regardless. I don't care who says, oh, I hate Valentine's Day and it's only blah blah blah. It is the most romantic time of the year. It is the most romantic time, like it's the 14th of February, and it is Valentine's Day for lovers. So if your man does not spoil you on Valentine's Day, it really says a lot. Like, you don't have to buy me flowers for my birthday, but make sure that you buy me flowers for Valentine's Day. And I almost spilled my whole wine. Gosh. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Like, imagine if a 13-year-old boy knows that, a grown man should know that. Just keep that in mind next time you plan on dating someone and they're not romantic, because you deserve the best and you deserve the world. Phew, I'm getting too emotional. Anyway, I think that's about it for the questions, guys. Thank you so much for like asking me this. I absolutely love. Oh my gosh, and I literally just got another message. Okay, let's answer this one and then close off the video. Okay, do you invest your money anywhere? If so, please share. No, I don't. I don't have any investments, to be honest. I'm not too clued up about how that actually works. Like all this foreign investor things, and I'm just very scared of getting scammed, to be honest. So I'm not going to invest in any of that. All I know is that I work hard, I save and gain interest, and that's basically how I'm doing it. I'm sure there's better ways to save. Definitely will look at small investments very soon. I'm just not too clued up on that, but maybe this year I will, and if I do find any, I will let you guys know. But for now, I just save and I gain the interest, and that's how it works. The more you save, the more interest you get, by the way, and that's how basically it works. Yeah, that's about it for this video. Finally, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that I made you laugh a little bit, and I hope that you enjoyed this little girl chat. I really do enjoy these videos, to be honest. Like, I feel like it should definitely be like a segment on my channel. Yeah girls, thank you for watching. I love you so much. I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers, so please make sure that you do subscribe. And a lot of exciting things are happening in January, so make sure you are consistently watching my YouTube videos, because a lot of exciting things are happening, a lot of fun things are happening, and yeah, very excited for what this month has in store and for what 22 has in store. Cheers to you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Love you lots. Bye girls.